Hi all and welcome to the next edition of the Coffee Club. Today we have got Simon Collins. I actually had to look you up because I only know you as Psycho. So welcome to the Coffee Club, Si. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Good. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight into the questions if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
If you was out in real life riding, what coffee would you go for?
That's an easy one. I'd go flat white all day long.
Oh gosh, same as Rich.
It's just an easy to have.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Do you have anything with it? Do you have like a cake or a sandwich, or are
Yeah,
you
I
watching
normally
the
have some.
weight or?
No, I normally, when I have a coffee stop, it's normally after we've done probably 100k or something. So I would have some form of
Oh
cake or
God.
something. So flapjack or something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, depends what's up there. Cinnamon bun's always a good one.
Oh, cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100 kilometers. Oh my gosh, no. Rather you than me. Okay, so how did you get into riding, racing? Tell us a little bit background about yourself, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I started cycling back in 2016, purely life got on top of me and I put on quite a lot of weight. So I got up to just under 19 stone. Decided I needed to do something about it. So I started cycling to work. Started off with 7 miles each way, built up to 15 miles each way, and then just got addicted to it. So joined the local cycling club, and just went from that really. So challenged myself to do a 25-mile ride, then a 50-mile ride. Before I knew it, I was doing 100-mile rides most months.
It's amazing.
Um, and then just set myself goals after that, really, just like
Yeah.
little things to go and do. And then I turned to racing in the real world in 2019. Really got into racing, and then obviously COVID hit, which was at a wrong time for me, really.
Yeah.
And started doing more indoors. So yeah. So really, it was a fitness journey that's just turned into a real passion now, and got into racing, which is just so
Yeah.
addictive. So
Yeah.
yeah, and dropped over what, nearly 7 stone. So,
Wow, that's amazing. Well done.
yeah, it's been a long journey, but still pushing. So
So how do you find the difference between real life riding and switch? Because I don't ride in real life. I never have done. I don't like it. So I
right.
have no comparison. So how do you find the difference?
Um, I find probably out in the real world, it's really it's more difficult to manage your power on the road, I find.
Mm.
Where indoors, I seem to manage to hold my power, and I guess there's less things going on around you, less junctions and
Yeah,
things like
true,
that
true.
to sort of get involved with. But um, yeah, so there are some differences. I find holding power out on the road more difficult than I do indoors.
Yeah,
Sometimes hitting your power figures out on the road is difficult with like road layouts and junctions. So you have to really sort of plan. So if my coach sets me a training program to go and do, if I go out and do it on the road, I have to really be mindful of where I'm going to do that route and
yeah,
how I'm going to do it. So making sure the length of road you've got is long enough to get the effort in or not. So some of the more sort of tailored strength sessions or power sessions I tend to do indoors just because they're easier to focus on.
yeah,
Um, but social rides, just getting the miles in zone 2 rides outdoors, fine with that.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm out tomorrow, probably going to do 70, 80 miles tomorrow out on the road.
Wow.
So
Gosh.
yeah, but yeah,
Are
there's
you like where? You don't have to tell me this, but I mean, like, what county do you live in? Do you have like a lot of areas where you can go and there's not too much traffic, or?
yeah. So I'm based in Oxfordshire, so I'm literally
Oh,
on the
okay.
border between sort of Oxfordshire, Berkshire,
Yeah.
um, and I can get out onto like the Chiltern Hills. I can get to like
Nice.
Windsor and places like that. So I'm just south of Oxford, so
Yeah.
I've got plenty of areas to go. And in the real world, I race for a team in Swindon. So
Yeah.
like tomorrow, I ride out and meet one of the other lads, and we'll meet halfway, and then we'll do a loop together, and then we'll go our
Yeah.
separate ways. So
Yeah.
I've got lots of things on my doorstep which I can get to. Hence the
Yeah.
cinnamon, hence the cinnamon bun, because I can get to Windsor quite easily.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fantastic. So how did you end up in Level? Because I think I recruited you, if I remember rightly.
so I was looking at obviously getting back involved with online racing and esports. I've done it previously for my old real life team,
Yeah.
but my new team don't have anything esports related. One of the lads I ride with, who's coming on to ride with us next year, is already with Level. He mentioned it, and I think I emailed in or messaged in, and then before I knew
Yeah.
it, a few Discord messages later, I was in a group
Who's
and
your
getting
friend in Level?
William
Oh, yep.
Scaleporn.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, he's riding with us next year in the
Yeah.
real world.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, fantastic.
so yeah, it's been a bit of a journey because it seems to have gone really quickly. So
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been involved in Swift. I think my first race was 2019, and it's
yeah,
just absolutely flown by. So like 5 years I've been on Swift now. So it's just, yeah, it's
it's
amazing,
weird
really.
because when I first started being coach back in 2019, I was dedicated to Trainer Road.
Yep.
I just needed to see a graph, and that's all I worked on.
Yeah.
And it's probably only in the last 3 years maybe that I've gone to Zwift and
Yeah.
done more Zwift racing and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 4 years, maybe a bit longer than that. Yeah, but yeah, I was just always dedicated with Trainer Road, focused on that.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd get into like avatars and Zwift and stuff like that. So
It's different, isn't it?
it's definitely expanded, hasn't it, over the
Yeah.
years?
Oh,
And
for sure. Yeah, for
so
sure. I mean, it's fantastic, really, when you think what you can do now on Swift
yeah.
compared to quite a few years back. So no, it's good. It's good. So, what is a bucket list item you have achieved?
Probably Everesting on a bike.
Yeah.
I did that virtually last year. About this time last year, actually. The friend of mine that used to do all my sports massage, she was diagnosed with cancer. So I decided I wanted to do something to raise some money. So
Yeah.
I took on a virtual Everesting in my pain cave on Zwift. I've never hated out the Zwift so much. But yeah, 8.5 times
Yeah.
up that in
Wow,
one day. So that
that's
was something.
amazing.
I think because I had a real reason to be doing it,
Yeah.
it just gave me that incentive. I think it was about 13 hours,
Yeah.
um,
Wow.
a few outfit changes and
Yeah.
just getting it done really. But yeah, 8.5 times up out to Zwift.
Wow.
So
That's just a hard route, isn't it? But like you say, you had a real good reason
real
why.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always liked to set myself like challenges on the bike. So Everesting on a bike was something I'd quite like to do
Yeah.
it in the real world now.
Yeah.
But I did chase the sun and I've done other longer rides. So
There's
um,
probably some people within Level that would do that with you.
yeah, it's worth it. It's something
Some
different,
other
isn't
mad people out there.
it? So
Okay, cool. What about a bucket list item you're yet to achieve?
yeah.
Everesting out in real life, but
Everest and
barring that,
Attenborough. Um, oh crikey, you've got me on the spot there. I don't
is there
know
any like
really.
race that you'd like to take part in, or
I'd like to. Obviously, I competed last year in Scotland for in the Worlds for GB.
oh
I
wow,
qualified in the Gran Fondo and did the
yeah,
UCI Gran Fondo
oh,
Worlds in
that's
Scotland
fantastic.
last year. So that was quite a big thing because I'd qualified the year previously, but got hit on the finishing line and crashed and ended up with being unconscious at the side of the course, having completed it. I couldn't go to Italy for the Worlds that year because I was
Yeah,
injured. But last year was in Scotland, so that was an achievement for me to put on a GB kit and do my age category in the UCI Gran
that's
Fondo.
pretty freaking amazing. So well
Yeah,
done on that.
and
Wow.
I have my boy there as well to support me, so that was quite a
Yeah.
good thing. But I'd quite like to ride with some of the pros or
Mm,
ex pros. Um, that'd be quite a nice thing to do.
yeah.
Um, somewhere I don't know where.
Yeah. Richie could probably help with
Yeah,
that.
probably. Yeah, yeah. So
Man of many talents. Okay, so which three guests would you invite to a dinner party?
Yeah, I've heard Richie's on this. This is quite a hard one.
It is, yeah.
I'm a massive Liverpool fan, so Steven Gerrard would definitely have to be up there.
Yeah.
Just because of what he's achieved on a football pitch. A bit like
Yeah.
Rich said with Cristiano Ronaldo, I think
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Steven Gerrard was, in my eyes, a true footballing professional and was
Yeah.
good for the
Yeah. Yes.
sport. The other person I'd quite like to sit down with and have dinner with is Ashley Kane, that obviously did his ultra challenge.
Yeah.
I actually rode one of the legs with him. I went and met him at Coventry and rode with
Oh
him from
wow.
Coventry to Frome. So
Yeah.
I did over 100 miles with him on a bike and helped him with
Yeah.
that leg. And although we got to chat, it'd be quite nice to sit down with him properly.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we sat down for coffee in the morning and we sat down for lunch together and stuff. And then I rode alongside him for most of it. But just some of the stuff he's been through in his life and what he's doing is just incredible. And I don't think
Yeah.
he's always had enough recognition for what he's done.
Yeah.
So I'd like to discuss that with him a bit more. And the final one, probably my granddad, who's passed away. But I just feel like now I'm older and wiser with my own
Yeah.
children and stuff. There's probably lots of things I'd like to discuss with him over dinner that
Yeah.
probably didn't when I was younger. So
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, it's just, yeah, there's probably lots of things I'd ask him and
Yeah.
discuss with him now that I'm a
Yeah.
bit older.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those were the three.
Wow, that's a good three. Okay. If you were stuck in the Watokian desert, what 3 items would you take with you?
I'd probably take a snorkel because I'm really intrigued to know where those underground water tunnels go.
Yes.
Because we cycle through them all the time. And like when you look at your Strava map afterwards, they're literally in the ocean. They don't go
Yeah.
anywhere. So a snorkel and that to go and see where they
Yeah.
actually go, that would be quite a
Good
good one.
answer. Yeah.
Probably a book on bike mechanics. Because I'd always like to learn more about bike mechanics. And obviously if I'm
Yeah.
on that, I'd have to do my own mechanics out there rather than take
Yeah.
it to the shop and get the lads to do it for me. And the final one, it'd have to be something sweet because I've
Yeah.
got a real sweet tooth. So I don't know what I'd take though sweet because there's so many things I like. Probably a
Probably
banoffee.
something that's not perishable.
Yeah, that's the thing because I've got a real thing for banoffee pie, but I couldn't take that with me. So
Oh,
I'd probably have to take mint chocolate, hot chocolate powder because I've got a thing for
yeah.
mint and chocolate. So that would give me a nice warm drink, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's good
So,
actually. Yeah. That's a good shout. Yeah, because I was thinking if you take it, because I was expecting you to say cinnamon bun. But if you take that, if you open them up, air gets to them. They go
yeah,
rock hard, stale.
powder. Yeah.
Chocolate, it could melt. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
some
powder. That's a good shout actually. Yeah.
to get my
Okay.
chocolate fix and get my mint
Yeah.
fix at the same time. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Okay. Favorite city in the world and why?
God, been to so many. I'm probably going to say Wells in Somerset. It's the smallest. It's the smallest city in the UK.
Yeah.
It was just down the road from where I grew up. I'm Cornish originally, but most of my like teenage years we were in Somerset living.
Yeah.
And it was the first sort of main team that I played football for as a
Yeah.
schoolboy. Um, and it was in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'd go for Wales. I've been all over
Yeah.
the world, but I just
Yeah.
think it's really really picturesque. And if you've ever watched Hot Fuzz and you look at all the bits in Hot Fuzz, then
I can't. I probably have seen it, but
they're all
I'll
real
probably.
life places in Wales. So
Yeah.
when I watched Hot Fuzz, I knew everything about that film, where it was
Yeah.
filmed, how it was filmed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I'll add that to the list. I'll add that to the list of films
but
to
I
watch.
do, but I do like Marrakesh and Morocco, and I've been twice this year to Morocco.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. So, but I'd go for Wales,
Yeah.
smallest city.
Yeah. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
So now I'm intrigued now. I'm going to go and Google that.
It's down in Somerset, so
yeah. Okay, fab. Somewhere you've visited previously and would always go back?
Well, Morocco, because I've been to Marrakesh twice this year, and I went a couple of years ago as well. But I actually went to Mallorca this year for the first time ever cycling.
Yeah.
And I got addicted to it in a week. So it's probably somewhere I'll go every year now.
Yeah.
And when Rich moves out there and lives out there, I'll stay with him. So
are you going to the level meetup next year out in Mallorca?
No, I haven't. No. I've just got a contact out there at the moment that I've been chatting with this week. They've got a villa and that out there that they do cycling holidays to. So yeah, I'll probably get out there again later on. Well, obviously next year now, but not sure when yet.
Okay. Well, it is a lovely area for sure.
Yeah.
Right. What would you choose off the menu when you go out to dinner? What's your favourite?
I'm a steak person, so probably have a Chateaubriand.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, I'm a puddings person as well. So when I look at the menu, it's that decision of I would tend to look at puddings first.
Oh my God, you're the same as me.
Yeah. And I don't like it when they don't put the puddings on the menu they give you.
Yes.
It's like you've got to wait until after you've eaten to have a look at the puddings, because I'd rather weigh up my options.
Do you not Google the menu beforehand? That's usually what I do.
I do, but some places you go to, they have like specials, or they have different puddings of the days and stuff. But yeah, I'd go Chateaubriand or definitely a steak.
Nice.
And have a pudding.
Yeah. So. I always plan around the pudding. I choose my pudding first, and then I plan the rest of the meal around that, because that's the ultimate, you know. Okay. And what is your drink of choice with dinner?
A bit like Rich, I'm not a massive drinker. So when I started getting into cycling, I sort of went away from drinking altogether. So I had probably about 6 to 8 months of no alcohol at all. Yeah. And then I found alcohol-free beer I quite liked. And you could get away with drinking it on a night out, and everyone thinks you're drinking and you're not until you drive home at the end. But if I was to have a drink with dinner, it'd either be red wine or Morgan Spice rum and coke.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So, yeah. It's a difficult one because it depends on what dinner you have. If I had steak, obviously red wine, but Morgan Spice rum and coke, my brother got me addicted to that years ago. So, yeah, it's another little tipple. So,
yeah, nice choice. What is your favourite course on Swift and why?
Definitely not out to Zwift, I know that. And definitely not the one that's coming up this weekend or next week on WTRL, because I rode that.
The Welsh one.
I rode that 4 times on the Recon because I kept on going wrong. So, what course would I like? That's quite difficult, actually.
So, what world do you have a favourite world?
I like Watopia just because it is so varied. But I tend to, if I free ride, I just go wherever I want. I don't follow a set route. But I've actually liked the triple flat loops that we've done on the Team TT. I've quite enjoyed that. Yeah. It's got a bit of a mixture of things. There's certain bits of courses I like, and then certain bits I don't like.
Yes.
I'm not a hill climber. So WTRL the last few weeks has been brutal.
I've watched your videos.
Yeah. Doesn't help when you do a tour series and they put you up the New York Com 3 times on a glass road that doesn't really exist in real life.
Yeah, I know. Why would you even? Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, so I'd avoid Yorkshire because it's hilly. But Watopia seems to have everything if you wanted it.
Yeah.
And it's expanding, isn't it? So
yeah, absolutely.
What's next?
Yeah.
So,
I've seen there are new routes on there, but obviously because I'm on the rehab bench, I'm only allowed to ride for a certain amount of time. until
Yeah.
Richard lets me ride properly. So I can't even really touch the new routes because they're all over like the half an hour, 40 minutes that I'm allowed. So they're just sitting there waiting. So which is really annoying. So
yeah, I tend to do like the Fuego flats. If I'm doing a coach session, I just go on that because
yeah,
I'm working to my watts anyway, so
yeah,
nothing really matters. So I just go on there because
yeah,
I don't want to go and achieve like a route by not actually riding it properly.
yeah, yeah,
So I'd rather
yeah,
do that. So there's
yeah.
a few
No,
I've got to tick off. So
yeah.
maybe I'll do a few on the festive 500.
Are you doing that?
Yeah, I'm tempted. Not committed, tempted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've been wanting
like,
to do that, but every single time I try, I'm like injured.
yeah, my
So,
coach
and I
reckons.
definitely can't do it. I definitely can't do it anyway. So, yeah,
Yeah, I might be tempted.
yeah,
We'll wait and
should
see.
do. Yeah. Who's the most famous person you've met?
Met as in spoke to, met,
Um,
or just like been in the presence of.
either or.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to be in touch and distance of the Queen on multiple occasions.
Wow.
Harry
Is that
and
your background?
yeah, Harry and William as well.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so I've been around a few of the royals.
Yeah.
Uh, actually spoken to, bizarrely enough, on holiday we saw Terry Butcher, the old England football captain from many years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I've obviously Ashley Kane that I've already
Yeah.
mentioned. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, Amanda Holden, Philip
Mhm.
Schofield. I did Tech Santa, the
Yeah.
24-hour cycle challenge with them at
Yeah.
the BBC, what was it, BBC or ITV studios. So I met
Yeah.
multiple celebrities throughout the day that came in.
Fantastic.
So yeah, there's a few.
Wow. You've done a lot. Where I said to
Yeah.
you, oh, what's your background? And you've missed out all of this.
So yeah,
Oh wow, okay. First car that you owned.
Austin Metro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, B Reg.
Yeah.
Uh, it was B226 XYC. It was bright orange.
Oh
My
my
first
God.
car. Yeah, my parents bought it for me and surprised me with it, and
Yeah.
then I paid them back gradually as I was working at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
automatic.
nice.
Didn't have automatic choke. I had to pull the little thing out.
Oh
No
yeah. When
power
you think back to
steering.
those days, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh, yeah. Wind down windows.
all the luxuries now that people get, I don't know.
I know, I
So
know. Okay. What is your favourite colour?
red. Yeah,
Strong colour. That's
always
good.
been red.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the last one, name of your first pet.
uh, the first real pet me and my brother had was a dog called Candy. Um, and it was called Candy because that's who sponsored Liverpool at the time.
Yeah. Oh.
And bizarrely, the old Panini football stickers, we dropped the Liverpool foil badge and the dog ate
Yeah.
it as well. So dog was clearly a Liverpool fan as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Candy, yeah.
Okay.
So
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the session. What are you up to next? Have you got any more recon videos that you're doing? Are you all done? You're all done now for ZRL, aren't you?
yeah, yeah, that's all done and dusted. I've just signed up to, is it Tour of Batopia with
Yes. Yeah.
Flam Rouge Racing. But maybe one day I'll get out and we'll do a coffee club outdoors in the real world after a ride.
Yes. Yeah,
That'd be a
for
bit
sure.
different.
For
So
sure. Yeah. Well, you guys can ride and I'll just meet you.
meet you for coffee. Yeah. So it's just really sticking to Zwift, and for
Yeah.
now, just planning my race calendar for 2025 with my coach, looking at what I want to achieve next year on the road.
Yeah.
And obviously now I've got addicted to tour series on Zwift as well. So I've done Tour Britannia and the Tugaz Tour. So just signed up for Tour Britannia. I find that it's good training as well. So that's what I'm doing next. In the January, I'll be addicted to Zwift.
Yeah, because that's Tour Utopia starts. What is it? 2nd of January.
Yeah. So
are you doing the trophy ride, the championship ride on? I think it's 30th of December for FRR.
No, I don't know about it.
I think it's have a look on the website. I think if I remember, it's either 2 or 3 back-to-back races. Two back-to-back races.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's the FRR World Trophy, they call it. So usually it's the finals and they put it at the end, but I think obviously it clashes with people then starting to ride out in real life. So
have
a look at that one.
Might do that as well.
Yeah, that's a good one. So well, thank you very much once again.
That's okay.
We'll put your links to all of your socials on the links below, as they say. So we'll do all of that for you. So
my lad's got obsessed with the whole thumbs up, like, and subscribe. So I try and get that into a few videos just because he started watching them now. So
yeah. Fantastic. All right. Thanks very much, Si.
All right. Cheers. Thank you for that.
Speak soon. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.